Our first Beauty with a Purpose semi-finalist is Indonesia. Now, Audrey, and so this evening you've got a book. I believe you've moved on since your presentation.
Yes, so thank you so much, Steve, before that. Thank you so much for choosing me as one of the finalists of Beauty with a Purpose. I know that every one of us has our own callings in life, and I have been asking God the purpose, what's my purpose in this earth, in this world, and I have been searching these callings for my entire life, and I know one thing for sure, that God has led me towards this path to bring hope for the hopeless, to be the voice of the voiceless. And so I hope that through my project, Beauty with a Purpose, it will resonate even louder. It can continue not only for Indonesia, but I can collaborate with every one of you here so that everyone can bring their purpose in their life. And Steve, this is also one of the project. It's the after. So on the video, we have been talking about the prevention of how we can prevent this sexual abuse keep on happening to the children. But I want to do more and more. And so this book is for the recovery journey for the children. So thank you, Monish. Thank you, everyone. And I have made it in English and in Bahasa. And I'm looking forward to do it on every language as well, so that we can all celebrate and we can all give it to every children around the world who needs our help. And I'll just show you a bit of the book, if that's all right.
Wow, this is going to be longer than your video presentation, I think. But it's fantastic. This is on the rehabilitation. You said there were some useful passages in there for me as well. I'm looking forward to seeing. There we are. Wonderful.
So there's one chapter, it says, meet real life heroes. And so this is the story of all the survivors, so that everyone who reads this book knows that they're not alone in this journey. Many have walked this path before them, many are standing with them, and many have successfully recovered. And this is one of the survivors. It's in the video. It's her drawing. And she said she wants to become a Miss Indonesia when she grows up, because she wants to do more and more for every children that also endures the same thing. And I hope through this we can all speak up and break the cycles of sexual abuse. Thank you so much.
Let's hope that that young lady one day is the entry for Indonesia for Miss World. Thank you very much, Audrey Vanessa, our first finalist, semi-finalist in the Beauty with a Purpose. Thank you. Well, our second semi-finalist is Nepal. There we are, Priyanka. Wow, that's some project. Many people involved.
We've got a team of 15, but this project has my heart, and it has all the people of Uperdangri. So everybody involved are the dearest and nearest to us. I wouldn't call many, but the people who matter are in it.
And how long have you been doing this project?
We've actually been years. The more extensive time we got, the more we improved on the matters and the skill buildings of the project. So I would say I give it my 1.5 years, but it will stay with me forever, Steve.
Oh, that's great. And I asked you backstage, what would you most like to give as a message? And really, rather beautifully, you said the message was actually for the people back home that were helping you.
The message is not just for the people that were helping me, but the message is also for the people whose life we've touched. I tell them that no dream is too small, because we started with an ambition, we started with an idea, but it conceived into transformation and changes that has really improved an entire community. So the message is to the people of Nepal that we've come to the stage of Miss World and we can go beyond this stage and touch lives globally too. We did it with one community. Now the outreach of our project is to come and model our projects into other communities of our entire globe.
Congratulations on a great project. Priyanka Joshi, Nepal. Congratulations to Nursena from Turkey. There we are. Let's hear it for Nursena. Please come to the stage. Now, Nursena, I'm going to do it so you can speak with a lovely clear shot of everybody of the room. But you kind of feel this project wasn't your choice, but rather the project found you. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Hello everyone. To be honest, it didn't start as an idea of a project because I was feeling like it is my duty as a responsible citizen, because those people were my family, my friends, my relatives. I have a friend who stayed under the rubble 10 days and then rescued from organizations such as Red Cross and Red Crescents. I'm so happy to be able to collaborate with them. My own family, my own relatives, my grandparents are still living in the tent cities, so it is so hard for me to witness their struggles, and I see the struggle in the first hand, so I'm so happy to be able to collaborate and contribute.
And there's one other thing as well, that I know that you believe it's sent from above, because what is your training? Tell us a bit about that, how that's helped you for your education.
Yeah, I'm an architect, so we are creating educational spaces, safe shelters for those people who were affected by the earthquake. So I'm so happy to be able to contribute, because I'm a strong believer the power of sustainable architecture, and we are creating those structures with zero waste. So yeah, I'm so grateful and happy for that.
Well done, Nursena from Turkey. Congratulations, Christina from the Czech Republic.
Good evening.
All right, Christina, I'm going to stand a bit further away because you're a bit taller than me. But I wanted just for you to explain to the audience here why you chose Tanzania for the project.
The reason why I've chose Tanzania is very simple. As you maybe know, I'm a model and I travel the world. And in 2020, I had a photo shoot in Tanzania. And because I connected with the local community in there, I decided to join Sonta Foundation, where we started with this project. And also I wanted to mention, I've been doing modeling for a very long time, but I just didn't feel the purpose in life. That's why I'm so happy I'm standing here at Miss World, because I know it's not only about appearance, but also about what we do as a girls. And I just love that we have the platform to talk about important things, and that's why I also found my purpose in education and providing quality education, not only to children, but also to disabled people and some other people in difficult circumstances.
That's fantastic. And one last postscript. You can tell me, how many children have you now educated through your program?
At the moment, it's 320 children.
320 children. Congratulations, Czech Republic, Christina. Well done, Christina. Thank you. Please welcome Sofia from Ukraine. Now, Sofia, one of the things that you always talk about the resilience of the children. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Yes, hi everyone. I will say again, my name is Sophie and I'm from Ukraine. Before, I never really said so often where I'm from, but right now I feel so much strength every time I say where I'm from. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional. Just because every time I see this video, I remember like little girls, little boys. When I was in Ohmadet, I
had the chance to talk with them a lot. And those are young patients, usually from occupied territories. I remember one child is running around and she's playing and she's coming to me and she's like, I love your dress. You look like a princess. And she's saying, oh, but you know what? My mom and dad died. And she's saying it so casually. Like it was yesterday's day. Like she's saying it so casually despite I can see so much pain in her eyes. So if we're talking about the resilience, it's Ukrainian kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see how it affects you. But also the fact that you've had the courage to stand up and do something about it. This is why we're so proud of you. Congratulations, Ukraine. Sophia from Ukraine. Please welcome Tlesego from Botswana. All right. Oh, we're gonna have a close up. If you could maybe go towards the centre of the stage. Tlesego, how far do you think you can take this project? If you'd like to tell everybody.
Good evening, everyone. I am feeling very emotional, so please pardon me. This opportunity is very amazing for me, and I want this to be a lifelong opportunity for poverty-stricken communities. I want it to be sustainable because the goal is not just to impact them on a daily basis, but is to create a culture and a norm where children are raised in a very nurturing environment. So it's not something that I could say is just educational. It's not something that I could say is just impactful for a very short period of time. But the point is to create a culture and a norm worldwide where we can say that it's normal to come from a conducive environment. It's normal to have a present father. It's normal to have food on the table and a roof over your head, because that's something that I've had. And I grew up in a world where it's foreign to say that I come from a nurturing environment, and I truly desire for every child to have a kickstart in life.
Thank you very much, Tlesego. Thank you from Botswana. Please welcome Halima from Tanzania. Wow, Halima, very impressive film. But what inspired you to start this program?
Well, like I said in the video, 5 years ago, I said it as a close family member, but she was more like a sister to me. She was pregnant, and on the 8th month of pregnancy, just 1 month before she gave birth, she lost her baby. And that is when I knew the connection that is between a mother and a child. And I knew that even if a child is not born, it's a life, and it can affect a person just as much as the death of a grown human being. And that was the cause of my starting of the project, My Blood, My Generation.
And what keeps you going now? What inspires you now to keep going?
Well, the video that you were showed just now, this was the one I submitted, but as Miss World gave us more time to do the project, I did more than just blood donation. I gave so many things to hospitals, but I met a woman, her name was Salma, and I was just going to the spa to get my waxing done. But I'm pregnant, I need help. My husband has abandoned me, and I need to go to the hospital just to give birth to my child. And she was also 8 months pregnant. I remembered my sister lost her baby just at that time, so I chose to help her. I took her to a hospital, and she was actually having brain problems too, so she was disabled. I took her to a hospital that helps disabled pregnant women, and she gave birth. That moment keeps me going up until today when I hold Salma's child in my hands. I am very proud of the work that I've been doing, and to me, saving one life, it might look just one step, but I believe this one child that I saved might come and save more than one child in the future, and that's why I call it My Blood, My Generation.
Well, let's hope, Halima, that you continue to save the lives of many mothers and babies to come. Congratulations, Halima from Tanzania. Hannah from Uganda. Wow, Hannah, a well-deserved ovation there. I think a lot of people won't realize just how personal this is to you and why you've started to be involved in this project. Perhaps you can explain.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, I've been looking at my project backstage, and I was crying. A 7-year-old me wouldn't expect to see myself here because I was worried about getting married at a very young age. but I had a very supportive dad who supported me to see that I acquire quality education. I believe so many parents can do that, to support a girl child, to see that they achieve quality education. And that is what I would want to see for all the girls, not only in Africa, but the world at large.
And of course, you actually, I think you lost your mother when you were very young. So your father had to take on that responsibility.
Yes, so many people actually think fathers do not care, but I had a very supportive dad that even after losing my mom at the age of 2, he fought so hard to be a mother and the father at the same age. We literally 9 girls in a family, and everyone thought we were all going to get married because of the culture and the customs. But my father fought so hard, and he educated us. He always looked for platforms to speak for girls to be educated. And for me, I think that is the best thing each and every father can do for a girl child, because every girl deserves to achieve quality education. We need to have voices and speak for ourselves, just like Junior Molly has done for us. We appreciate you so much for giving all these girls a platform to come and champion for different advocates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah from Uganda. Please welcome Letitia from Brazil. Wow, Letitia, we've seen you doing so much in that video, and I know there must be many things that you still want to do with your life, but you've had a very special honor, haven't you? You've been recognized very recently by a very important person. Tell us about that.
Good evening, Steve. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for choosing me and gave me this I had a meeting with Pope Francis whilst I work as an ambassador of Hansen's disease, not only in my country, but also in the world. And this is something that makes me feel proud, because I was there representing all the people who suffer prejudice, who were completely excluded for the society. Brazil is the 2nd country with the most cases of Hansen's disease in the world. And not only that, I also had a meeting with the President of Brazil in the approval of the law that protects children who were completely separated from their parents because of Hansen's disease in the past.
Wow, that's fantastic. You've met the President, you've met the Pope. I'm trying to see who's next, but I was hoping I would be in that list, but unfortunately, I do know one thing, that in this world, Hansen's disease, as you know it, many people here may not know what you mean by Hansen's disease, so please tell them.
Exactly. I can say for you that Hansen's disease is leprosy in the past. So I think, you know, these people were excluded. These people don't have the opportunity to be included in society, to work, to study. If you had Hansen's disease and you were completely separated from your family, you were excluded by the society.
But now you go out, I know all of the people, all the Miss Brazil candidates go out, and you physically get involved with the people with leprosy. You bring them out into the community. From Trinidad and Tobago. Here, come to the stage there. It seems a very comprehensive project that you have there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And how have the other contestants received all the work that you're doing?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Good evening, everyone. It's been fantastic, and also hearing the stories of some of my sisters who also face similar challenges. It's made me tear up a lot, because it really takes a lot to stand on stage and to stand on this global platform and admit your vulnerabilities. So I appreciate them so much. They've inspired me even more.
Yes. And where do you go from here? Where do you take this forward now?
Well, I want to take it to the world, because for me this project is very personal to me. I remembered crying my eyes out at the peak of my depression and praying to God and saying, God, just give me a reason to live. Give me a reason to wake up every morning. I felt like I had no hope. I felt like I had no purpose. And 3 years after that prayer, I found my way on the Miss World stage and a semi-finalist with Beauty with a Purpose. So I found my purpose. And I'm so grateful to Miss World, because you have no idea how much you've empowered me. And more importantly, you've empowered me to help empower people who are also silently battling this. So I appreciate you all.
Certainly did find your purpose. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
From Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you.
All of our semi-finalists tonight and ask them to come back to the stage and just join us to receive your applause. Please welcome back Indonesia, Nepal, Turkey, Czech Republic, Ukraine, Botswana, Tanzania, Uganda, Brazil, and of course, Trinidad and Tobago. And I think these young ladies deserve a standing ovation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for them.